All right. Welcome to Make HOAG Money. Tuesday, September 13th, 2022. We got a big task in front of us today. Let's dive in and take a look at everything. This is the CFTC disclaimer. It says that trading is risky. We should only use capital that we can afford to lose. That's what I call risk capital. One of the things I love about Top Step. Hypothetical and simulated performance results do have certain limitations. Most of all, I believe it's in the fact that there's no accountability, no consequences, and no rules. We are trading in a live account today. Of course, there's no representation that any trade or any period of time is going to be successful or not successful in this. And we are not suggesting that anybody take these trades. You are giving me these trades. So, but again, take your trades. The rules for Make HOAG Money, simple, kindness and respect above everything. There's always differences of opinion in markets. It's what makes them so good. We're going to have a couple of people enabled to talk today. All of us are going to be involved in the decision making. And of course, the context is going to be helpful if you're talking about taking a trade. If you're unable to talk, you will be able to show your charts. We're going to use the chat room to discuss the trades in Zoom, not necessarily on the YouTube chat room. We're going to use the polling system in Zoom to vote on trades. We're going to be focusing on the E-mini S&Ps for opportunities. We can't trade just to trade. We don't want to get involved in that. We're not allowed to take losing trades, which is, of course, a joke. We know that losing trades are part of trading. And, of course, your feedback on Make HOAG Money is vital. Near the end of the month, we're going to add 2 more sessions to Make HOAG Money. They're going to be on Mondays and Wednesdays, but from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So we're going to catch the opens in the S&Ps 2 days a week. We're going to catch the closing in the S&Ps 2 days a week. And we're going to see what kind of dough we can make. All right. Let me bring up the charts here. Look at this. Pow. That's the S&Ps. Here's the S&Ps. Any victims? I know I got my brother here who's willing to talk. Going to promote him to panelist. Anybody else that would like to chat, that would like to talk, please let me know. Ben, you're probably having a busy morning this morning. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't wanna disturb your trading. I know you're a shorter time frame and you're probably looking at some pretty good opportunities here. Good morning, Anne Marie. Good morning, everybody. We've got Vince is with us this morning. Dusty, James Decker, my brother, Anne Marie. Good to see you, Michael. Vince with his past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Futures trading involves risk, of course. Joshua, good morning. Bob Rudder, good morning. James, Neil, Adrian, Shaw, good to see everyone here this morning. Well, Rick, what do you think?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Hey, we got JD. John Doherty's back with us this morning. How are you doing, JD?
Hey, good morning. Couldn't find the unmute button there. How's everybody doing?
Great. Doing good. Good to have you back, JD. JD's going to be with us to answer any questions we might miss or anything that we don't see on YouTube or, of course, in the Zoom meeting. It's good to have you back. Ben, I understand. If you're not up to par, you're not up to par. Probably a good day just to sit back and watch the fireworks, huh? Good morning, Ron. So what are you thinking, Rick?
I'm still wiping the blood off my hands.
Oh, no.
You know what? I don't know. The 4,000 area, it's got some support there, and it's just a mental level. You know, nice.
Yeah, nice big fat round number.
Yeah. So I'd be probably looking to buy a nice break with a stop not too far away underneath that. That's what I'm thinking.
So again, we're going to be really just kind of spectating until we get an opportunity that we see either in the daytime frame or, in one of those big fat round numbers. We got a naked point of control down at 4010, 40, 4,000. It's We got a gap here. We've got a little gap here. We've got naked point of control, naked point of control. There's all kinds of things that we've left behind and that are looking ahead of us. But again, we gotta stay patient here. If anybody would like to join us in the conversation, just raise your hand and I can make you a panelist. What do we do about the opening range trade? We are out of balance. We are out of range. We are out of value. Something we want to think about? Let's ask. Opening range trade. Take it or not if it's less than a 5-point opening range, which is highly unlikely today.
Odds have it, right, Jan? Probably should wait and let the people that are stuck long get out.
Let the dust settle.
Yeah. Doesn't hurt to wait. Let it show you the way.
We got somebody asking what's the 5% level in the S&Ps today. Right now we're at 2%. We got a long way to go before you're going to have to worry about that, Ben.
What's the NAS down?
The NASDAQ, here, I got to put it on my quote board here. NQZ. NASDAQ is down 2.77%.
Okay.
So we've got a resounding no for the opening range trade this morning. 57% said no, 43% said yes. Here it is. So we're going to be hanging around. I'm going to add the VWAP on this chart. I'm going to try and make it as unobtrusive as possible. I'm going to show the value of VWAP. So VWAP's all the way up at 40.91. We got a long way to go before we're going to be using that for anything today, Rick.
Yeah, I see that.
Now let's take a look at the TPO charts and see if there's any kind of weaknesses or anomalies that we may find interesting if the market gets to them.
You're trading D's, right?
Yes. And this naked point of control down here is right near your 4,000 level. 4,002 is the TPO point of control from here on the 8th, last Thursday. That looks interesting to me. It's like a late afternoon pullback. An afternoon pullback right here. This area does look interesting to me. We had such a big gap.
Remember filling stop orders like that in that kind of a market, and it's
just
you can't find any bid. You couldn't find bidders.
Nope.
Everybody just puts their hands down.
Yep. You just keep offering the market and offering the market down. Just a big. We used to call them vacuums.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a trade for hundreds of points.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tom Petty, right? Free falling.
I hated that because while you were trying to get your stop filled, you're setting off all kinds of other orders that you've got to get filled as well.
Yeah.
And you end up trading through yourself, and you're stuck, and it's a nightmare.
Just hand over the deck to your clerk and say, just match them up.
Match them up, right? Give me a number. Give me a number.
Let me know if I'm, if I'm not long or short. I gotta get out of them.
Bob, what would suggest taking a long here? Well, we got to see the market open up. If the opening range ends up being the low of the session, that can be the beginning of some sort of day time frame structure that we can probably use to limit risk in the right situation. But yeah, right now it's like trying to catch a falling knife. I mean, this move to the downside here doesn't include the absolute low. This one closes at 8 o'clock because if on this platform, if I close it at 8:30, it messes up the daytime frame profiles. So our low right now is 40, 30, 50. So we've got single TPOs down to this point. It's in the middle of a gap. I don't like that. But, one of the first things that I look at in the day time frame is always that opening range. So let's watch it at least. And see if it offers.
Get your finger on the mouse, though. You're ready.
I've got it. I got it on there.
Slow, fat fingers of yours.
Yeah. You want me to get fill? You want me to get fills that I can't even get?
Well, you talk about it, and there you go.
Yep. So here's our opening range: 39 the high, 36 quarter. We're at $3. We are halfway through the opening range. Hello, Daniel. Daniel, you want to join us today? So we, of course, have a much bigger than a 5-point opening range. And there we go. We take out the top of it. So we're looking at a 6, maybe a 7 or 8 points of risk if we were to take the opening range trade right here to go long. Not terrible. Do we want to think about it? Take it or not? If we can get a pullback inside the opening range, do we want to look for a long?
Against the low?
Yeah, against the low of the opening range.
They're on the bottoms. You got them there.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Hoyt, want to join us? All right.
Yeah, I think people look at it as a buying opportunity.
Well, we've got 61% saying yes. If we get a chance to take a long back in the opening range, we take it. So we'll go with 42. Hang on. We're going to get the micros here. We'll go with 42 here. And we're going to go with, here's the micros. I like to watch the S&Ps, but trade the micros. We're going to go with just below the low of the Regular trading hour session below the opening range, 36, 35, 36. We'll go with 35. And we'll see what happens. Mr. Hoyt,
Morning.
how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
All right. We are really dealing with some longer term ideas and opportunities here. More risk, bigger risk, bigger reward. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm still confused about that number. Like, I look at investing.com and it came out like a little green. I thought that would be bullish. I don't know what would happen, but I'm like, let's see. And all of a sudden, kaboom.
Well, what that means is it's bullish for the dollar.
I see. Okay.
Right? And it's
Stock's down. I get you.
Yep.
Metals down.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I feel like down so far so fast, there could be some upside repair real quick. Like, a lot of times we miss that big down move on the opening range. The locals bid it up and again. But I don't see them bidding it up 150 points.
Well, we've got a bid in to see if we can get back inside the opening range for a long. It gave us a little pretty close to a tease here, but seems to be leaving us behind. I don't think we want to leave this opportunity on for too long.
I agree.
What are the pitchforks saying?
I mean, I've been long the last couple days and making money, so I was like, okay, this is going to end soon. So I have my little swings marked in. Well, when it breaks the swings, it changes behavior to the downside, and let's sell strength. And now it was such a big down move. It's kind of like resting on the support, like those highs from September 2nd. And
I don't mean to interrupt you, Matt, but we just got our long at 42 here.
Nice.
So we're going to let this simmer for a little bit.
You got some numbers tomorrow too.
Yeah, we've got a boatload of numbers on Thursday. PPIs tomorrow. So, but we were always saying if there's no bad news, what's the market do? It goes higher. Well, we got some bad news.
Where's your stop on this?
Just below the low of the opening range, 35.
Gotcha.
Got to give it that chance to take out that low and take out the stops below it.
They're going to shoot for stops down there.
Oh yeah, that's why, the current low for the session is 30. Not quite there. Okay, we just took out the low of the opening range. We just hit our stop.
Yeah. Now watch. See?
Now it's going to keep going.
The algorithms all know that's sitting there.
Yep. Yeah, we had I always leave a few ticks on the other side of the opening range because sometimes they'll go and get that first couple of ticks. You got a little bit deep for us today, so I know, Rick, you're probably looking at these as a potential, right?
Yeah.
The lows from the overnight.
Yes, definitely.
Do we try? Let's just jump back in and see. So we're 35. We're going with 30 for a stop.
You're going to buy in front of them?
Yeah. Oops. Dang it. I just got out. We're back in. We're good. We're good. I'm pretty quick with the mouse today.
You are. You must have gotten some WD-40 out.
So now we're just kind of looking at the overnight low here as potential support. But I think we're going to get smushed.
Yeah, I think we're going down to like 40.02, 40.05, something like that.
Yeah, we were looking at...
yeah, that 4,000 low.
There's a naked point of control down at 40.02.
I mean, especially if we can't just get above that first, thrust up to 51.5 and make a new low.
Within a tick. Look at that. And we're right on the round number. Don't really like that. And we're out. All right, so I think we got to be done picking bottoms here, boys, at least for a while. So what that leaves me thinking is, if we're going to see continuation to the downside, one thing that I've been able to successfully use is trading against the low volume nodes as resistance. So we get a pullback. We get a pullback near a low volume node that lets us take a short and limit risk. Anything that limits risk, I'm into. So we got to see if we can get some sort of a pullback towards one of these low volume nodes. I'd love to get back to this one if given the opportunity. Rob, are you in Dees? JD is in not our JD, another JD is in the YouTube chat room saying after such a move, I would consider the ES as dead for the day, unless you want to scalp 1-to-1 risk to reward trades. Here we are. So we're using this high volume, this low volume node as resistance. And our stop is on the other side of it. So there's that low volume node. We didn't get very good trade location against it, but we're limiting risk. We're at 3 points of risk in essence. So if we do see that low volume node remain resistant, then there's only one thing left for it to do, and that's hang down here or continue. And we're out. 3 strikes.
Patience is a virtue.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I've got nothing to do. Put it this way, the only thing I would take a shot at now would be trying to sell short below the 51 quarters, like sell it at 49, with a stop at 52, something like that, maybe 53.
Well, we just filled this gap.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Matt?
I mean, I still think we're going to make a run down to 4,000, but if the price comes back up to like that 48, 49 area, I'll sell it there with a stop at 52 or 52.5.
Up to the high?
Yeah. And the high of the day is 51.5.
Right. It's a good risk limiter. Do we
I
like?
mean, we did poke a lower low. It's not glorious. I mean, the low
Right.
is 30.75, and now it's 20.5.
It's not glorious. Do we like this idea of trading against the regular trading hour session high?
Inglorious, isn't it?
Yeah, right. So what we're talking about doing is up around 50 with just a little bit of risk above the session high. Is that what you're talking about, Matt?
Yeah, yeah. And if we're correct, my profit's down, 40.05. If I'm wrong, it'll be a quick death.
All right, we're getting 68% agreeing with that. 65. So so where's our entry? 50?
So I'll try 49.25.
And our stop?
Let's do 52.25. Is that okay?
Yeah, we can go. Is that too tight?
I mean, we're above the high, so
Right.
What is the high? 51.25, 2.25. I mean, it is. Like I said, it's not a glorious setup. It's just a little
Something.
One. If we're right, and price gets up there and fails again and starts making new lows, I feel like okay, we're with the trend. The force is with us.
There's a disturbance in the false. Anne Marie, so 30-minute candle suggests waiting for the edge of the bodies to give us some direction in my mind. So the short is at 40.38 with the stop at 40.43. I think we already kind of took that out. $43 turns it around for me into a long, else I stay short. So much noise. There's a lot of noise here. You were pretty aggressive out the gate this morning. Joshua suggests a buy down at 30. So we've got our short kind of managed up here. We're really just kind of working the extremes of the early range here. Let's see if we want to take a look at that. Long at 30 that Joshua was talking about. Long at 30, probably with a stop just below the low. Michael's saying that gap from 9.8 has been filled. The low may be in.
I don't know if you're going to see that 30 again.
Well, in case we do. Okay, we're getting a lot of naysayers here. We've only got 27% participating, but so far we're 60% no for the long down here.
I mean, I'm not getting long until price cracks above the high, 51.25. Okay, now I can flip because I've got something to hide behind, But still, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. So,
maybe test the lows again, see what happens. Yeah, I think Ann's right.
All right, so here's the 56% no. So nothing personal, Joshua. We've been voted out of that opportunity.
Not that level. Yeah, just let it see if it takes the lows out again and establishes. Seems like you're getting some support there, John.
Mm-hmm. I,
Yeah.
I get you, Joshua.
They'll give
Okay.
you they'll give you an IOU.
I thought about that too, Joshua. I was like, nobody likes it. We got to take it.
Contrarian.
Uh, it's a good question. Zach is asking what everybody does for background noise: news, music, TV show. Sometimes we'll put music on TV shows I find a little bit too distracting.
It's just barcoding.
Anne Marie, her breath is her only background. I like that. Sometimes, if I'm waiting, I'll play this. Not a fan of the ladies, are you, Trebek? I just always think about that Saturday Night Live skit with Sean Connery.
Oh yeah.
So Anne Marie is looking at a breakout above 43.
Well, she's short now, but she's gonna.
No, she just got out. She took some off. She got out of the rest at break even. Oh, she did.
With a flip at 43.
Ah, okay.
She sold some at 43, I think.
I didn't turn the volume up. Maybe I was just a little bit closer to the mic.
Yeah, now she's long.
Because it's above that 8 o'clock candle body, right, Anne Marie? This candle body right here. Correct. Got it. I'm getting you, Anne Marie. I'm getting you. I feel you.
Which way?
Well, she likes the long because it's now above the high of the candle body from the 8 o'clock bar, right here. So, sellers backed off here. Sellers rejection, and then perhaps acceptance above the candle body of that bar is, I think, what she's looking for.
Would you get in at?
We're not in. I haven't done anything. I
I
gotta.
thought you said you were gonna get in.
No, I gotta vote. Oops.
I thought it was a dictatorship.
Well, more of a monarchy.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
I know.
Prince John III.
You could be You could be Prince Richard. Do we want to do before it's too late? Do we think about taking the long with Anne Marie? We don't want to mess it up on you, Anne Marie.
Coattail, if it's not right, you can blame somebody.
So far, we got 75% yes.
LOL.
Oh, we just missed it. Results were 69% yes. See if we can get it. Anne Marie, where's our stop? $36 in. I know you've got better trade location. Yeah, it is choppy.
It is a barcode. It's just going left to right.
Yeah, here's the 1 minute.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting, do that again.
What, the 1 minute?
Yeah. Getting higher highs and higher lows. Now.
Right, here.
Yeah. But the 1 minute's pretty fickle.
Oh, yeah. And there it is. One minute charts give me heart palpitations.
What's your lowest time frame that you look at if you?
Typically 30.
Yeah. Okay.
You still got orders in there, John?
We've got the offers above. The offer and the stop that Matt was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still hanging out there. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to stay patient.
At least you're not down money. Eh.
No, I did well yesterday. I got long. I rode those out. I got long on Sunday night. And I was out on some of them in the morning, and then I rode one out past the close. And it hit my profit, and then now I haven't been able to get back in. I don't see a setup that I can milk.
We got negative 2,000 delta in the regular trading hour session in the bigs, the minis. How does rollover affect delta? It's a great question. Anne Marie may have some thought on this, but to me, it doesn't. I don't think it really makes that big of a difference because the traders that are creating the delta are probably shorter time frame market order traders. The bigger traders that are working their rollover are probably using limit orders. So you're getting in and out of one contract and getting in or out of the future contract. So they're getting out of longs and shorts in the September, getting into longs or shorts in the December contract. So
Arbitrage.
yeah, well, it's the spread, right? So they're either
Yeah.
legging the spread or using the spread to try and get their rollover done cheaply. This using the spread's going to save them a tick per contract if they get it done on their bid or on their offer.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're legging, then they may, be placing orders to sell the September above the market and buy the December below the market. But again, those are going to affect delta only when they're traded. It's not like they're market orders, hitting bids or hitting offers, with any continuity. It's a really good question. Anne Marie, if you have any thoughts on how rollover affects delta. Greg, let's change our bias and contemplate a short position with what we know. Well, I mean, we're working on looking for a short position, but pretty far away. Now we've just extended the range now to the downside.
Somewhere of those days in.
This is the 30. Here's the gap close.
Yeah, it's heading to 4,000-ish. It's going to be a huge support level. Technically and mentally.
All right, so now we've got
SPX or 4,006.
now we've got another volume shoulder here. We've got a low volume node here.
New low coming up.
We got 25 quarter trying to catch this. Too late to catch this volume shoulder against this low volume node. Creating another one now. Let's see if we can short it here.
Order rejected. Order rejected.
Be careful shorting it down there. Personally.
Well, I was trying to get this volume shoulder against this low volume node.
Yeah, your risk rewards.
It's not that. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's I'm going to leave this one in too. If we get back up here, we're out. But I want to get the low volume node. It's a very short time frame to do this. Zach shorted 40-30. See, we're missing our opportunities here.
Did Ann go long at 40-20 or short?
I think she's short. She's got her stop at 28.
Okay.
So we just sold at 21.75. We're leaving this short of here as well. And we're just going to stop them both out at 40.28 half. Here's that low volume node. First one we were looking at getting into. Did not get very good trade location on this one. I'm aware of that.
I'm still trying to get short, but I'm going to be at 38.5 for my entry.
40.38 half.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get.
I don't know if I'm getting there, but that's my. I can show you my screen if you want to see why.
Well, or
You're in the trade. That's fine.
yeah.
I mean, I can tell you why. So here, at 8.15 or 8.14, the low was 31 even, and then shortly after that, the high was 51.5. I measured that move with a line segment.
Got it.
Then I copied that down to the recent low, and the top of that segment is 38.5. So for now, that's where my order is. Plus, I can hide above those tops over at 45 quarter for my stop.
We'll take a look at that in just a couple of minutes. I just want to see if this
I mean,
play.
you start making new lows and getting some juice. This could be just run straight down to that 4,000.
Daniel, people do try and arb the two contracts. Most of them are actually trying to move their positions from the September to the December. Back in the pit during rollover, there was a lot of locals that were back there that were waiting for outrights in the back month. So they would try and get the outright in the back month bought cheap or sold expensive, and then work and then get out in the front month and then work the spread to get out. They were printing money back then. But it's very difficult to do on screen.
Oh no, yeah, you got to be in the pit for that.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard that they're looking at 1% hike now.
I wouldn't surprise me. I was going to talk about that on the market forecast, but I stuck with 75 basis points.
Yeah, somewhere online, I'm sure you can see. What the percentage is either way.
Okay, we just got our second entry here up against this low volume node.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
It's going to be a seesaw because if ECU follows suit, then the dollar will fall out of bed again.
Watch them do something now.
They just,
Surprise rate hike.
Didn't they just have one like a 0.75?
Yeah, during the last meeting. Oh, they've done it before. They've changed rates between meetings before. Matt, you remember Arch?
Yeah.
That was the only day that he tried to take 100 lot.
Oh, what it is? I hope it sounds like it wasn't a good call.
Actually, would have been, but the broker wouldn't give it to him.
Oh, darn it! So he saw that come out. He was well versed in the market profile. He must have wanted it.
Oh, he knew. Yeah, he was very well versed.
Yeah, exactly. What Ann's saying, you got to watch the dollar.
Yeah. Who was the broker?
Posner.
Wally.
Yeah.
Who did he give it to? Reno? Let me guess.
No, I think he split it up. I think he was actually thought he was trying to protect Arch.
Right. I'm sure
He split it up with a couple other guys.
Yeah.
Well, I hope Art's got some of them.
I hope so too.
I think really spiked the dollar. The metals are holding up pretty good considering. At least the ETFs are.
Well, we're short 2 here. We're at break even.
Yeah.
Do we fish or cut bait?
What price are you short at?
23 and a half.
Your stops at 28 and a half.
Mm-hmm. We're getting a lot of fish. What?
Oh, a lot of fish.
It's like a fish fry.
Yeah, I was hoping to catch a couple of fish today.
Try using a net.
We're at 58% fish. Yeah, just hope we don't fry. So,
It's just a tough area down here. You came so far so fast.
Well, yeah, but from regular trading hours, it's like we've done nothing, you know? And you know, like you said, there's more numbers tomorrow that are important, right? So
oh yeah, and Thursday.
gather up some energy, and then
PPI tomorrow.
PPI tomorrow. And then what's Thursday? Fed talk
Oh,
or
there's
something?
like 10 of them. Jobless claims, retail sales, Philadelphia Fed, import price index, industrial product index, all sorts of crap.
Thanks, Joe D, for the book map liquidity. Greg, we got our opportunity to look for the short here against this low volume node. We're sitting in it, and it seems like time has stopped. So if we run out of time here, and we're still in this position, my thought is, and I'm asking, do we try and get 40-10 for the profit target on this, which is a naked point of control from the 8th naked volume point of control, and just let the stop run and see if we can get, what is that, 1-2 to 1 on this trade? Maybe a little more than that. Here's the whoops. Here's the relaunch. Fish or cut bait. Do we just let it sit with potential Like this?
You're short at 23, right?
Yep.
Yeah, don't put your buy at.
I would go with like 40, 11. A little short of where we think it's going to go.
Yeah.
%43 agreeing. So far. 47% participation. Let's see if we get 50, and then we'll see what it is. See, provided we're still in it. So with 48% participation, 66 say let it fly.
The NASDAQ's coming back a little. That seems to be the lead dog, you know?
Boy, that low volume node sure is
Yeah.
sticky for us here. Ben, I think, is talking about he doesn't like the range of B period because it's between 50 and 75% of the range of A period. Too small. So he needs to either extend lower or move higher to kind of match the range of A period, I think is what he's saying. Yeah, naked point of control 4009.
Yeah.
You know me, I want to hold them. Come and get me. And if you make a new low, you got to snug your stop. You know, that's when you decide, do I move my stop to break even? But you're...
Yeah, if we put in a new low, I'll do that. I'll move it to break even.
Let's see. Because of that, because of where we entered, I think you need to wait. Well, I'd manage it differently because break even's easily reachable.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to keep my stop on the other side of that low volume node.
Right, you got to be at least at 27 quarter, because then you're above the recent price action just from 9 o'clock. And then wait for another pullback and another fail, then you can move your stop accordingly.
It's just not moving on us.
Yeah, I know. A lot of days like today, for whatever reason, at 9:30, the market decides to move one way, and usually keeps going. So we hope it's our way. But usually, sometime between 9:20 and 9:39 or 9:40 is like this time zone where if it's a slow, you know, from the regular trading hour perspective, it's been not much action. We won't know till we know.
Well, we just moved value value low to the low of the session. We got value moving lower already. Matt, sorry we didn't get the chance to see your charts.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
You be your
Looking back, I could have maybe been more aggressive instead of trying to sell 49s. Just say, you know, sell them at 45 and get above the high. I didn't know. You know, you just don't know what's going to happen until it does.
We the fact that the volume point of control is this low in the profile is now making me nervous.
Well,
Yep.
maybe like you're scared it's accumulation, or you're nervous.
Yeah, it's when one of my personal performance clients pointed out the fact that whenever point of control, volume point of control is like in like the bottom or the top quarter, price goes the other way. And there's our stop. So when that happened, I should have probably just gotten out. Joshua was saying, yeah, accumulation could be making a floor, 100%. 100%. Now we'll probably see Ben's proof of extension of B period deeper into A period to kind of match the size of it.
Make new lows by 2 ticks on that profile.
By 2 ticks? What do you mean?
Oh, 2 bars. See them?
Down here?
Yeah. And then
No,
fail.
we just moved we just moved value up a couple of ticks in volume because we put in some more volume up higher.
Got it.
Do you guys see price taking out the high of the day, like from regular trading hours? Is that
What's halfway back from the drop, John?
Halfway back from
when the sword fell.
yeah, it's like 0.90.
I'm big into retracements, so
Halfway back is 40.98.
yeah, 4,100. There you go.
Yeah, because this doesn't have the entire
Probably won't see that
session on it.
Something.
It's a good thought, though. All
You
right.
can do Fibonacci. So you do 3 ace, half, 5 ace,
And half isn't even Fibonacci.
or again.
Anne Marie's quoting us. She'd say, I'd say no, but anything can happen. ACH. All right, folks, I got to run. I'm going to see if I can't trim this loss a little bit today, like I did last Thursday. But we've got Thursday coming up, so we'll see how things play for us today and Thursday. A little bit of a loss, no big deal. It's part of trading. And trade well the rest of the day, everyone. Have a good day.
Thanks, John. Everybody trade well.
All right, see you guys.
Recording stopped.